Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys Micah Parsons sends new 4-word message on contract situation. Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys continues to show up for the team, but he hasn't been practicing. Some have cited that Parsons is injured, but the reality of the situation is that he wants a new contract, and until the Cowboys figure that out, they'll either have to grant his trade request or expect him to be on the sidelines. It's a very tough situation for both sides, but ultimately, Parsons deserves the money that he's looking for. He and his agent understand that. When speaking to reporters about the situation on Wednesday, he kept it short and sweet with a 4-word message. He likely doesn't want to say anything too outrageous, as he understands that he's looking at one of the biggest deals in NFL history if the Cowboys stop playing around. My mouth is closed. Will the Cowboys pay Micah Parsons? Regarding what his next contract could look like, the Dallas Cowboys have now put themselves in a position to undoubtedly pay him more than any other non-quarterback in NFL history. If they had gotten this deal done a few months ago, that wouldn't have been the case. Parsons even said in the past that he was willing to take less money to help the team. Now, however, with the complete disrespect the Cowboys have shown him, the price has only gone up. When searching for what that price might be, Bill Barnwell of ESPN thinks that it'll come at a record-setting figure. When Parsons signs his deal, whether that comes with the Cowboys or somebody else, it'll top T.J. Watt's average salary, and not by a few pennies, Barnwell wrote. The most likely contract is a 4-year deal for $172 million, with a record average salary of $43 million per season. With Parsons' $24 million salary for 2025 already guaranteed, that would come out to 5 years and $196 million, for an average of just over $39 million per year. Jerry Jones hasn't done what he's needed to do for the Dallas Cowboys over the past few years, and this situation is another example of that. When speaking to reporters, including ESPN, about the situation, Jones didn't have much to say. He stated that he's glad Parsons is with the team and even gave him some respect, saying it's a good thing he's handling that part well. Again, nothing would be that, Jones said. And we might, or we might not talk. And the rest of that gets into what we do every day. I'm glad he's been here, Jones said. It's important for the team, teammates, but it's important for him to pick up all of the coaching and nuances. And osmosis is a very big thing, and he's been handling that part of it. The bigger question for the Cowboys is whether Parsons will suit up for them in their Week 1 contest against the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. As of now, Jones doesn't have an answer for that. Micah Parsons' brother laughs off baseless Cowboys trade rumor with NFC ties. Terrence Parsons Jr. is the older brother of superstar pass rusher Micah Parsons, and he's never afraid to share his thoughts. Throughout the contract negotiations, Parsons has chimed in and let it be known when some of the conversation was out of bounds. So when a Micah Parsons trade rumor came out of the blue, Terrence couldn't help but laugh. A troll account on X that poses as an NFL insider threw out the baseless rumor that the Green Bay Packers had a serious trade offer on the table. Terrence's reaction was simple, a long string of laughing emojis. Parsons added, "It's just laughable to think Micah getting traded." Since Micah Parsons publicly asked for a trade and called out the front office, the Cowboys have been adamant that they will not be trading him away. Terrence Parsons seems to have the same belief that his brother is in Big D for the long haul. Cowboys insider warns promising young cornerback could be on roster bubble. The Dallas Cowboys secondary has been hit hard by injuries for the past 2 seasons, and this year's flurry of injuries could have serious consequences for a promising young cornerback. There was plenty of hype for Caelen Carson when he was selected by the Cowboys in the 5th round of the 2024 NFL Draft after starring for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, but injuries have plagued his career. After getting the start against the Cleveland Browns in Week 1 of his rookie season, Carson was limited to just 6 games due to a lingering shoulder injury and ultimately placed on injured reserve. Carson underwent shoulder surgery and was hoping to shine during training camp, but he once again was bitten by the injury bug. In late July, Carson suffered a hyperextended knee that will sideline him for 4 to 6 weeks. Because of the injuries piling up, one Cowboys insider predicted Carson could shockingly find himself on the roster bubble. Brian Broaddus of 105.3 The Fan made the stunning comment that he wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys decided to move on from the 23-year-old defensive back. "My man needs to practice," Broaddus said while speaking to Cowboys content creator Vok Lombardi. "This is 2 years now where he's missed significant time. If the Cowboys said, 'You know what, we're going to move on,' I wouldn't be surprised." Broaddus continued to comment on how the injuries piling up have taken away the confidence that Carson had when he was a force at Wake Forest. "It would be shocking if the Cowboys released Carson after the hype he entered his rookie season with, but sometimes that is just the cruel nature of the game." NFL veteran not done yet drawing interest from teams, and the Cowboys could be one of several teams monitoring the situation. After rumors were circulating that Odell Beckham Jr. was going to retire, the veteran shot it down and is drawing interest from several NFL teams. According to multiple reports, Beckham plans to play this upcoming season and has been keeping in shape in case a team calls him up for a chance on a roster. This comes after a post of a fake account reporting that Beckham was retiring, receiving more than 2 million views on social media. Beckham is still a free agent and is still looking for work after signing a 1-year deal with the Miami Dolphins last year. Originally selected in the first round of the 2014 NFL Draft, the former LSU product didn't have the most productive season in Miami, hauling in just 9 passes and only 55 receiving yards. It was the first time in his career that he went a season without recording a touchdown, and now he's hoping to reignite his career one last time. After not being claimed off waivers, Beckham has been a free agent ever since, despite being one of the most prolific wide receivers in the league. The wide receiver isn't going to get the best contract out there anymore, but one team might offer him a solid 1-year deal. The Dallas Cowboys could be in the market for a wide receiver, depending on how their season is going. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens are 2 high-level wideouts for Dak Prescott, but they must fill the depth chart with a reliable veteran. After letting Brandon Cooks walk in free agency, it might be best to get Beckham in this mix to keep the Cowboys older if they want success in the postseason.